next, we on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in with Teece, we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of We Got Next for July the 14th. It is Wednesday. We've already got one game in the books. We've got 3 left. I'm joined by my guy, Mikey Hova. Sorry. One of them days. Sorry about that, Mikey. But anyway, what's good, man? Tell me what you got going on today.
Woke up early this morning, shot a show on Brothers and Bets for you guys. And basically, that first game was a disaster. And the crazy part about it, I did say when we talked about it yesterday, it's going to be hard to cover 3 games in a row. And yes, it was definitely hard, as I kind of should have stuck that way. But I felt like the Liberty, I felt like they were going to, they could at least gave it been a more competitive game at home, but plus 6.5. But look, it's one of them things. If a team comes out and they shoot the way that the Aces did, it's like, whatever. I'm on to the next game. I'm not going to sit up here and just, the Liberty, they were still asleep. And so I don't know. The game affected them. The early game affected them. The early morning game, the time affected them more than it affected the Aces, obviously. But, hey, it is what it is. So I'm not going to ponder on it. I'm just going to move on to the next game.
Yeah, as far as that game goes, the Aces have been in the, they spent, since Monday, they've been in the Eastern time zone. That's plenty of time to get regulated. And plus you had a couple girls that were in the Central time zone for a few days. So, the time zone wasn't really what I was factoring into the game. I was factoring in more that both these teams were putting up 100 points a game, and I thought for sure that Becky Hammond or Sandy Bordello, one of them would go, hey, you know what? We need to stop this. We need to put up some defense. We're not giving up 100 today. And look what that got me. That got me a big fat L, a $345 loss.
The Aces actually played. The Liberty, they I'm not gonna say they shot awful, but the Aces actually played some good defense. And that comes with anytime you score an offense like that and everybody's getting it going, everybody's getting shots, then the defense comes along with it. But very poor performance by the Liberty. Very, very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the Liberty show flashes, they show flashes of, turning the corner. But I just really don't know. They're definitely not there yet. And I don't know if they can sustain any kind of winning streak. Sandy Bordello was talking about Benajelini coming back. Didn't give any timetable. Just that should be coming back sometime this season. Well, there's only, I think the Liberty have 13 games left. So better be moving on that. So anyway, let's bust a move and get into these games here and see what's up. First game we're going to talk about is the Dallas and the Lynx. So the Wings and the Lynx. And I'm kind of interested in this game. So we'll let you talk about it, Mikey, and go from there.
Well, Dallas is 2-4 ATS last 6 games, 2-4 straight up the last 6 games. So Dallas has been really struggling as of late. The total has gone under in 3 of the last 5 games for Minnesota, and Minnesota is actually 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. For me, I'm going to go ahead and take the Lynx with the money line. I just think that they're overall the better team. Dallas is struggling. I've been really impressed with how the Lynx have been playing lately. So and they're the Lynx are one of those teams that I talked about that this morning and I talked about it yesterday. between that number 6 and that number 11 slot. Actually, they might have moved up since the Liberty. Yeah, so now the Lynx are at 10 since the Liberty lost. So the Liberty are actually, they replaced the Lynx. They're at 11 and Minnesota at 10. And so they have a chance with this win to they could go as high as 8. So this is a big game because Dallas is actually at the number 8 slot. So now G Martinez mentioned that the line change. It did change. It was originally, I believe, 6.5. Went from 6.5 to 4.5. I'm not playing with it regardless. Even when it was at 6.5, my pick was money line. I don't have time for, the late game backdoor antics and all that BS. So I'm gonna take Minnesota money line.
I hear you. Let's take a look and see where we're at with that money line. We are at minus 205.
It was minus 225 earlier when I took it at 6.5. So that's good. That's not bad. You're betting 200 to win 100, right?
Essentially, yes. 205.
Yeah, 200 to win 100 or something like that. So
yes, sir. So on this game right here, I don't want anything to do with the full game, and there's a couple reasons why. First off, I think Dallas can cover the spread and win it outright. To be honest with you, the Lynx have been playing. The Lynx have been playing well these past couple weeks, and they're looking like they turned the corner. And as far as the full game goes, it's not a team I want to step in front of. So I'm not going to play the full game just because I think Dallas can cover the spread, and I think they're worth a little sprinkle on the money line as well. So my looks in this game, of course, are going to be first half because that's just me. I'm a first half guy, and we have the Wings are getting 2.5 first half, and the total's 82.5. So with this right here, Alicia Gray being back, so we've got. I think Sabali's still a game time decision.
Yes.
And this is something I want to ask you. Anyway, so she's a game time decision. So this game could be fast. I like the over 82.5, and the Wings first half, and I'm going to take the Wings first half on the money line as well. So what I'm getting on that, if we go to FanDuel, I'm getting plus 120, and the total actually is now 81.5. So that's moved a little bit, but that could be just a different book because I pulled the lines from the Caesars earlier, so it just could be a different book. So I'm on the Wings money line plus 120, and the over 82.5 or whatever I'm going to get when I go bet it, 81.5 at so that's going down. So makes me kind of wonder what's going on as far as the injuries go in this game. Like to bring that line down, is somebody announced in? Is Sabali playing? If they made any official announcement, that would kind of. But then again, if that was the case, I think that line would move off of that 4.5. What's up, James Lowe? So yeah, that's where I stand on this game. I'm on the Wings first half, money line plus 120, and the over 82.5. 81.5 is probably what I'm going to end up getting it at. So we'll just say that we'll get that extra point my way. So you have anything else to say on this game, James, Mikey? Because the what I'm looking at here, man, I'm looking at a healthy backcourt for the Wings, and the Lynx coming off a double overtime game the other night.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking at the Lynx on a 3-game winning streak, and they're at home. And I think that they'll be able to dominate inside. The Lynx, that is. So the Wings have very, very good guard play. Like in my opinion, they have, I mean, one of the top backcourts in the league. You know, so but I just think Minnesota can take advantage of them inside. So that's why I get the edge to Minnesota.
Yeah, good. You know, you also have to look at the Wings. You know, last time they were in the Target Center here, they got they got ran out of the gym pretty bad. So
Well, they looking for revenge.
yeah, maybe something going on there. That's another reason why I like the Wings first half. I think that plays money. It's probably one of my top plays for the night. So you know, I'll take a serious another serious look at that, and maybe I'll throw more than my normal unit on it. So we'll see. So if you don't have anything else to say about this game, Mikey, we will move on to the next game, which is the Mystics going into Phoenix to take on the Mercury. And this is a Mercury team that, you know, the only reason they got blown out against the Lynx the other night was just it's a depth factor. You know, they just didn't have the depth when you've got your starters playing, you know, 40 minutes every night or 40 minutes, you know, it's kind of tough to play 2 extra sessions and keep up with a team that's subbing players in and out. And I was on the Mercury with the points and with the money line, and I had them on a 14 parlay with the points. And so once that second overtime hit, I knew right then and there I was ripping my parlay ticket up. So that's where I go with that. But I kind of like, you know, what do you think about this game, Mikey?
The Mercury.
Yeah, this is your squad.
I actually talked about that earlier today, and I specifically told myself, let me look at that line real quick again to make sure it hasn't changed. I specifically told myself, because you know, I haven't been dealing with the Mercury any game they've been involved in, but today I said, okay, I owe the audience something. So my play on this game is the over. The Mystics, they do have very, very good defense. They've been holding their opponents to 75. And we know that they can score. But I think, you know, the Mercury being at home, that gives them a boost. I think they'll be able to score. So if you know, what we're looking at, what we need about, you know, maybe we need at least both teams to get in the 80s or maybe one in the 90s. The Mercury really don't play any defense. So I believe the Mystics can get anywhere from 85 to 90. So that's my play. You guys know how I feel about the Mercury. And look, again, the Mercury they'll mess around and win this game. You know, we just don't know, and that's why I really don't like dealing with matches. So therefore, I'm riding. I'll just do the total on this because you never know what you're gonna get.
I agree with you. 100%. I'm not taking the full game because, you know, this line at 4.5, the Mercury could no doubt cover the spread and could actually win this game outright. I don't, you know, I talked about this in the green room with Ski Profit earlier, and yeah. People are looking at me crazy because I said the Mercury could win this game and they're going to cover, but it's what I feel. I mean, this line opened up at 1.5. That line was short, and it was short for a reason. It got bet up by the public. There's something going on.
There's something going on, right?
And I don't want any pieces of the Mystics. So if I play this game at all, it's going to be the Mercury. I don't want anything to do with the total. It would be the Mercury. Give me the points. But I do have a little bit of interest in this game. I'm on the as usual. I'm on the Mystics first half, and that's at 2.5, and the total's at 79.5. I really don't want anything to do with the total in the first half either. Another play that I'm rolling with that I've been rolling with lately is the Mystics second quarter. It's been a good quarter for these Mystics, and they've been cashing. So, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I'll ride them again tonight in the second quarter. I think that if the Mercury are going to be in this game, they're going to creep back into it in the third. Might be something to look at depending on what the score is. If you can bet third quarters, it might be something to look at. The third quarter option after half, see what that number is. But I got on the second quarter, I got 1.5, and I'm taking the Mystics with the 1.5, and I'm taking the Mystics with the first half at 2.5. That's where I stand. So if you don't have anything, you got anything else, Mikey? Go ahead.
Yeah. So just like the game we just talked about before, this game is another game that has playoff implications in regards to the positioning and the seating positioning. So the Mercury are number 9. Okay, so this is a big game for them, so they can try to get into that A slot. Every game is always important, but now that we're past the All-Star break, we're more than halfway through the season. Most teams have an average of anywhere between 12, 13 games left. So they need to win this game. So that's something that I want you guys to take into consideration. I mean, I'm not betting the side or whatever. I'm taking the total, but that's something you take into consideration. The teams 7 through 11, all of them played today. The Liberty have already played, and so today was a big day for most of these teams who wanted to try to climb up the rankings.
Yeah. Hey, G, do me a favor, man. Knock that stuff out, man. You say shit like that, and Dutch is going to be in and out faster than you can friggin' you can blink an eye. don't say that, man. My guy, what's good, Dutch? What's good, brother? Sorry, did I cut you off, Mike? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's it. I'm done. That's it.
All right, cool. So, yeah, that's where I stand on this game. I am first half Mystics -2.5, and second quarter Mystics -1.5. Let's get on to the next game, our final game here tonight, and we've got the Sky going into LA to take on the Sparks, and right now we have a line of 5. The Sky are 5-point favorites, and I don't know why my ticker's not working here. There we go. So Sky are 5-point favorites, and the total's 168.5. What you have any thoughts on this game, Mikey? And then I'll get into my plays on it.
Well, you guys already know how I feel about the Sky, right? So I just have all these different feelings about multiple teams. Kind of reminds me of my college days. All these feelings for multiple women. But these are women. So anyway, the way that I feel about the Sparks, I'm just like, nah, it's crazy because they're very inconsistent. However, again, they're in the 7th spot. Despite all the problems that they've had, they are still in the 7th spot. This is a game that they actually need. So I'm gonna take them +5. Real quick, I want you guys to make sure you're paying attention to the injury report because Agumake, she was doubtful with an illness. But she's not out because trust me, if she was out, I think that line it wouldn't be 5. So I don't know if she's playing or not. Pay attention. You have plenty of time. And if she's out, then I'm definitely gonna have to take that off the board. Because she's their leading scorer. She's the one that's been making them go. Without her, they're definitely not in the playoff hunt. But I'm gonna take them to cover. I'm gonna take them to cover the 5. So that's my pick. Sparks +5 at home, and they're another team that's very inconsistent. But I think they can put it together. It's gonna be a tough task because the Sky, they're the best team in the WNBA. But at some point in time, they got to cool off, right? We don't know if the Sparks can do it. That's but we'll see.
Yeah, in the Sparks, we all know their success rides on the shoulders of Liz Cambage. So she's been balling pretty consistently lately for the most part. But in this game right here, because the Sparks, the Sky have a propensity to blow these leads and allow backdoor covers. And the Sparks at home, I don't want any parts of that 5. And I don't want any parts of that 168. So, my plays once again are in the they're in the first half, and I'm taking the Sky first half -1.5, and I'm taking the over 85. I want to take the Sky first quarter. I think the Sky, they're going to come in and they're going to try and flex. They're going to flex their muscles, build up a lead, and hopefully not let the Sparks come back in it, but it's probably what will happen. So I'm just going to stick with the Sky first half -1.5 and the over 85. Ski was talking about this earlier, and he pointed something out to me that the Sky have been a really good team total over cover lately, and he's absolutely correct. And I believe that team total over is 86.5, and that'd be a good number to jump on. This guy shouldn't have any problem putting up 90 tonight, and that's where you got Quigley, you've got Vandersloot, you've got Messerman, you have so many scores. Candace Park.
It goes on and on and on.
Yeah, you just have a whole floor of scores, and even on the bench you have scores. So I don't care if the Boo McKay's in the lineup or not, man. I just don't see the only way that the Spark hang in this game is if the Sky let them backdoor cover. In my opinion, so that's where I stand with that. Mikey, you want to go down your plays, or you got anything else to say about this game? And
I'm like I said, I'm taking the Sparks. It's definitely gonna be a tough task. They have won 3 out of their last 5, and those 2 losses have came against elite teams. It came against Seattle, and then they played Vegas pretty tough. They only lost that game by 6, I believe. Held Vegas under 80 points. But as far as a recap of my plays, I already so I have 1 L today. I took the Liberty plus 6.5. I'm taking the Lynx money line. I had it at -225. I believe you said it's -205 now. I'm taking the over 160 in the Mystics Mercury game. The Mystics can score. The Mystics are really good defensively. However, I think the Mercury scored enough points at home. And then with the Sky and the Sparks, I'm taking the Sparks to cover +5 at home. So those are my plays for today.
Right on. What's up, Joe Hill? Good to see you in here, brother. Dami Gunn, my guy. What's good, brother? Me and Dami going to hang out in Vegas in 2 weeks. And
that's what's up.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have a good old time, Dutchy. We're gonna be fucking flying some airplanes up and down the strip, right, Dutch? So anyway, yeah, that's what it is. Hey, guys, think of what we're doing in our $2 parlay today. I hope it sucks that we lost a bunch of people here, man. Hopefully they find us and come back in and get this chat rolling again, because we had a good thing going, and I don't think I think it could still be that way. And I'm gonna market the shit out of this and do what I can to get us back right. But as far as today's plays go, I am on the let me think about this again. All right, first game, Dallas Wings. I'm taking the Wings first half money line +120. I'm thinking about the over in that, but I really don't want any parts of the total in that game. So I know I said it earlier, but more I think about it, I don't need to have more than one play in this game. So I'm gonna rock with the Dallas first half money line at plus 120. Also, if you all recall, on Monday, I was on the aces today and the under. So I had a big play today in the first quarter under, and I got my fucking ass handed to me, man, to the tune of $345. So I was pissed off about that. The only saving grace about today was that spread that I took on Tuesday when it was 6.5 and 173.5. Taking the aces. I knew today was going to be an aces day, so luckily Teece has the foresight to see these things. So anyway, so I'm on Dallas first half money line plus 120. Second game, we have the what is it? The Wings. No, the Mystic and the Mercury. I'm on the Mystic second quarter minus 1.5. Mystic first half minus 2.5. Don't want anything to do with the total. Don't want anything to do with the full game. I think the Mercury can cover this, if not win it outright. So you heard it here first. when the Mercury come out and win this outright.
They're capable of doing that. So, like, like one thing I started to realize too is like Sophie Cunningham, her coming back made a major difference. Like, she's putting up all-star numbers.
She's the glue, bro. She's in the locker room. She's held this team together through adversity.
Yeah.
And she keeps them. She keeps rallying. They keep rallying around her, and she keeps them energized. So, I can't say enough about Sophie. I just was trying to give the chat a break today because I always talk about Sophie. But yeah. So I just can't get there with them, man. Especially after that L I took the other night on the money line and the spread after that second overtime. But in the last game, I'm on the Sky first half, minus 2.5, and the over. What was that? 64.5. Can't remember what that was, but anyway, I'm on the over and the 85. Sky first half minus 1.5. Sorry, minus 1.5. Does that even sound right? No, that doesn't sound right. Minus 2.5. Sky first half minus 2.5, and the over 85 for me. And I may be taking a look at this team total. If you all want to take a look at that, that's something that's got a good shot at hitting tonight as well. If I've got a best bet on something, I am going to take Dallas first half money line. Anything for you, James? You got a James? Why do I keep calling you James? Anything for you, Mikey? You got a best bet you want to throw into the $2 parlay? Because Tori Coker got us some plays here.
I'm good on the $2 parlay today. I'm cool.
All right, Tori Coker, $2 parlay. Dodgers over 9. Seattle first 5 over 4.5. And you know what? I like that. And I'm going to roll with the Dallas money line first half and the Chicago Sparks over 85 first half. And we'll throw those 4 in there and see if we can't start building this up, because we've got what is today? Today's Thursday, so Friday. I think we have a couple games going on tomorrow. We got 2 games, so we'll be back tomorrow. What's that?
Tomorrow, then we got 2 games Saturday, and then Saturday. Huh? 1 game Saturday. Sunday is like 4 or 5. 4, including the Sun, including the Aces going to Connecticut to visit the Sun. And I can't wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game.
My question is, are the Aces staying on the East Coast?
I think so.
That would benefit them too. So I would think they would too. I think what's his name's Big Al's kid Mark Davis has enough money to keep him over there. So I think that's going to happen there. So Yeah, we got a big day on Sunday. So, but tomorrow we have the we got the sorry about that. I just switched pages. Tomorrow we have the Lynx and the Fever and the Sun and the Dream. So, a couple games tomorrow, and it's going to be interesting because you're going to have the Minnesota Lynx on a back-to-back going against the dismal Phoenix. Fever team.
Dismal.
Yeah. So, but I'll tell you what, man. I might be looking at the Fever tomorrow.
I got something interesting for tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I got something interesting about that Fever game, though.
All right on. So, I appreciate everyone coming out. Again, the $2 parlay. We're going to ride with Tory Coker's Dodgers over 9 and Seattle first 5 over 4.5. And I'm going to add the Dallas first half money line and the Chicago Sky over 85. Mikey, you sure you don't want to get in on this with us?
No, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Sounds good. And look, I appreciate everybody coming out. I'm going to try and be more vigilant with getting the word out and giving you guys plenty of time to get in here because, new time and new channel and, probably have some guys looking at pub going, where the fuck does We Got Next go, man? Where'd Teece go? That bastard, man, he got fired. No, I didn't get fired, but, there was just, you guys know, man. I appreciate Jeff for the opportunity to get out there. It's just WNBA. It's not for everybody. So, we're in it and we're here. We're here at my Who-Bangin family, and we're gonna stay here. So, hope to see y'all tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Please do me a favor, be safe and bet responsibly. And once again, appreciate y'all coming out. Mikey, you got anything to say to these guys before we get out of here?
Also, check me out at Mikey_Hova on Twitter and at Brothers and Bets on Twitter. So sometimes I'll shoot a show. I shot a show this morning. So the more content, the better for you guys.
Right on. So, and you know where to find me at Parlay Teece on Twitter. What? So we're out, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Now let my guy Jay Peasy take us.
Who got next? We on deck, time to fall, and the money's coming all in with Teece. We ballin' like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Brittany Griner's free.